Yo, what's up, guys? It's Tommy. I'm here with Jake, and you're listening to Talkin'Smack Sports Podcast. Welcome back, guys. I'm here with Jake, as usual. What's up, Jake?
Hello, Tom. How are you?
Solid. Good. Excited for Week 1 NFL tomorrow.
Yeah, it actually started Thursday if we're getting technical.
Sorry, that game is pretty much preseason, though, let's be honest.
Yeah, the Falcons won a nail-biter.
It's not true.
They went back and reviewed that Julio catch and said the Falcons
Well,
won.
that Julio catch wasn't a touchdown, so...
Well, it could have been.
No, because... No, it couldn't have been, actually.
Okay, we're going to get right into things here.
Speaking of that game, I just have a few thoughts on it first. I have kind of a bold thing to say. I don't know how bold it is exactly, but personally, I kind of had a hunch about this last year, and I was thinking, I'll give him another year, but I'm just going to go out and say it. I think that Matt Ryan is a full-blown system QB.
Yeah, for sure. A lot of people don't agree with it, but I would say he's closer to Andy Dalton than Tom Brady for sure. Oh,
yeah, for sure.
Except they both have cool nicknames.
Like Red Rifle and Matty Ice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
like he was MVP 2 years ago. People.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. There's also two different Matt Ryans. There's playing in the dome Matt Ryan and playing outside Matt Ryan. And the on-the-road Matt Ryan is much worse than the at-home Matt Ryan.
Obviously,
it's like they're two different people.
Kyle Shanahan also a genius on the offensive side of the ball.
Yeah,
and that is true. Definitely helped. But this offense...
Yeah, he makes everybody look better than they are.
Yeah, we'll see what we saw with the 49ers as well last year, possibly making Jimmy G look better than he is. I don't want to say it, but...
Yeah.
Obviously, we're never going to find out because Shanahan's probably going to be there for a while. But, anyway, this offense has, like, the best running back tandem in the league, essentially, with Devonta Freeman, Tevin Coleman. Like, a top 2 most talented wide receiver in the league that they just can't target in the end zone. This is a problem even with Shanahan, too. Doesn't make any sense at all.
Yeah, I don't understand why. Well, okay, first of all, it's hard to target him when he's off the field. He's not even on the field for a lot of these red zone when he's inside the 5.
When he's carrying them all the way down too, he needs a rest. But then,
yeah. But they kept running. Like, one thing I'm going to throw out there too is what's wrong with field goals nowadays? Why is it such like a burden to take a field goal?
They just wanted to open up the season with the first drive of the year being a touchdown. Maybe I don't know.
Yeah. It's like they were trying to say, you know, Matty Ice, he can do it.
That run play that they ran right on 4th down.
Yeah, it was. They threw a pitch that went nowhere. Julio Jones was not on the field.
In his defense, he had made 3 catches for like 50 yards that drive, so he was probably winded. But he didn't play any 4 of the plays. He probably should have played 4th down to help block.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding. But even if he's triple teamed, I'd rather you throw to him than Austin Hooper 1-on-1.
Yeah, and I saw that stat that said the past 2 years, him and Matt Ryan are 1 for 20 in the red zone.
That. Mm-hmm. And also, this team also drafted Calvin Ridley, who is also a red zone threat, but he didn't even play last night, did he? I don't think he saw the field.
I don't think he played. He's on my fantasy team.
Hopefully not a starter.
A dead weight, yes.
Yeah, but I feel like maybe put him in the mix, too, because he feels like just a younger, just less developed Julio Jones in a way, in terms of being a red zone threat. They just need to get more of those in the field, because they have so much talent, but they're just throwing to Austin Hooper double-teamed on 4th down. Like, doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Anyway, Eagles look pretty bad as well. Nick Foles was terrible, just to be honest. Sounds like Carson Wentz may miss a few more weeks, too, from reports that have recently come out. Alshon's also out. So this Eagles team, let me check their schedule real quick. Because they have some hard matchups front-loaded, and they could be in trouble. But the defense always looked good against the Falcons' offense.
Yeah.
Okay, so they get the Buccaneers, Colts, Titans. It's not horrible. They'll definitely beat the Buccaneers. But then they get the Vikings, so Hopefully he's back by week 3 or 4 for them. He should be. Alshon, we don't know either, but this team should hopefully be at full strength. And even if they're at full strength, I don't think they're going to be as good as they were last year. I think that's kind of stating the obvious. But I think they'll still win their division just because I don't see the Cowboys or the Giants or the Redskins doing it. Probably 10 wins, I would say.
Yeah. Did you see that one update on Carson Wentz?
Yeah, he's not going to play week 2, probably, right?
Well, that, but also it said I saw one thing on Twitter that said in practice he looked phenomenal, and it looked like he never even got injured.
Yeah, but he hasn't even played with contact yet. It's kind of a big part of football.
Yeah. Yeah.
But, I mean, torn ACL is usually not a huge deal with quarterbacks.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't have much history of it, but I wouldn't presume it's a big deal. It'd be much...
No, I don't.
Yeah, like Andrew Luck's injury is obviously much more scary.
Yeah.
Shoulder, obviously. We'll see how he plays tomorrow afternoon. Speaking of tomorrow afternoon, we are going to put in our... We didn't do Thursday's game, but we're going to put in our opinions on the next 15 games that will take place Sunday afternoon, Sunday evening, and Monday evening. And we're doing this through ESPN's pickem app, or game. We're doing it with the spread, against the spread. We did create a group. If you want to join our group, it's just Talkin'Smack Sports. Just search that up in the groups, and you can join us, play against us if you beat us over the season. You'll win a prize, of course, because we give out prizes all the time here. So, our first game is the Bills at the Ravens. The Ravens, the Ravens are giving the Bills 5.5 points. So Ravens minus 5.5.
Okay. Where's that?
Yeah, in
Ravens. Yeah, I'll take. I like that.
The Bills are horrible.
Yeah, and I actually don't mind the Ravens this year.
They could win 8 games. Yeah.
They're kind of my boom or bust pick this season.
Yeah.
I mean, boom not being like a big boom, but being like maybe 9-7. That's pretty good for them.
What's the bust?
Probably like 5-11.
Yeah, I think the Bills are horrible. Nathan Peterman sucks. I cannot believe they're not starting Josh Allen.
Yeah.
I got Baltimore as well. I like Alex Collins a lot. I like their defense is underrated for sure.
According to the ESPN app, it has Baltimore at 7.5.
Yeah. These spreads are from because for the pickem game they set on Monday and don't change them.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So it changed. Okay. So it's 7.5.
I think Baltimore's going to blow them out. I don't see the Bills scoring. I don't see the Bills scoring tomorrow. I mean, the game plan is going to be stop LaShawn McCoy for the Ravens.
Yeah.
Which is all they have. I don't even know if I can name another. They're horrible. They're terrible. How do you go from being a playoff team? I don't know why they traded Tyrod Taylor.
Yeah.
I like Tyrod Taylor a lot. And moving on to our next matchup, we got Bengals at Colts in Indianapolis. Colts are favored by 3.5 points.
Okay. Yeah, I like the Colts here. This is kind of... I'm just going off the fact that I don't like the Bengals and they're playing in Indianapolis.
Yeah.
I mean, the Bengals have kind of just been blah for the past few years. They've been the same exact thing. And even if they make the playoffs, they're going to lose the first round. So, yeah, I'm going to go Colts.
I have the Bengals. The Colts are probably the worst secondary in the league. I think Andy Dalton and A.J. Green tear these boys up. I think it will be high scoring. I think the Colts will score a fair share of points, too. I'm pretty confident in Andrew Luck, but I think it'll be close. And with the Colts being favored, I'm going to go with the Bengals here. I trust the Bengals defense a little more. They have that better D-line with Geno Atkins.
Mm-hmm. Do you want to go? Do you want to go off the spreads, off the current spreads, or the pick'em spreads?
I don't know. I'm playing the game, so I'm kind of using the.
Okay.
I was using the pick'em. What's the spread now?
2.
I think the Bengals are going to win the game personally.
Okay.
I just think they're the better team. I believe in Andrew Luck, but you still don't know. You know what you're getting with AJ Green and Andy Dalton. Even if it's not exciting, it's going to be productive. It's productive every year. Tyler Eifert, who knows what could happen with him. I love Joe Mixon this year. We don't know who's running the ball for Indianapolis. I think the Bengals are going to win this game. Next game, we have in Cleveland. It's supposed to be terrible weather, I've been reading. Like pouring rain, 20-degree winds. Steelers at Browns.
This one surprised me a little bit because the Browns are only favored by 3.5 as of right now.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, the Steelers are...
Yeah, it says 6.5, so it's gone down.
Okay. It's, even with... this one's actually kind of tough for me, but even without Lev Bell, I still think the Steelers edge this game out. I think they only win by a field goal or a couple points, but I think it's going to be a good game.
I think it's going to be really low scoring from just the weather reports I've been hearing. I feel like that favors the Browns because they have a quarterback that can kind of scramble. Also, Tyler Taylor doesn't turn the ball over.
Yeah, and it doesn't sound like there might not be a ton of throwing tomorrow, which favors Cleveland.
And also, Jarvis Landry's perfect for like short throws, as is Duke Johnson.
Mm-hmm.
Steelers, Antonio Brown's kind of a longer guy, you know. Obviously, he can.
Juju Smith-Schuster is a
obviously,
longer guy.
Antonio Brown can do it all, but I think the Browns definitely have the advantage in the short passing game, as well as the running game. With running game since Lev Bell's out, obviously, if you haven't heard that. So, the Browns might win this game. I'm going to agree with you, though. I'm going to take the Browns with the points here. I'm actually getting 6.5 in the pigskin pick'em game, so I'll definitely take that. It's probably going to be, could be like 6-3, honestly. 10-7, something like that. Our next game, Titans at Dolphins in Miami. This is Dolphins plus 1.5.
This is Tennessee by 1.
So same thing. Okay.
Okay. I like the Dolphins here.
Jay Cutler's gone, you know, right?
Yes. I think Tannehill might have a decent season.
My thing is, who's he throwing to?
I don't know. Yeah, is Devontae Parker out?
Still can't catch a ball.
Yeah. I
Kenny,
don't know.
It's
I think
Kenny
they'll edge one out.
Amendola.
Yeah, I think
not horrible, but
I don't know. I just like the Dolphins at home. I think they find a way to edge one
Frank
out.
Gore.
Yeah, that's true.
People are sleeping on the Titans. Playoff team last year. They have a better offensive coach now. Mariota's going to be better this year. They got 2 amazing running backs in Deion Lewis and Derrick Henry. Corey Davis is going to break out this year.
I don't know about amazing.
2 top-tier running backs. I mean, not many teams have 2 running backs of that caliber. The Falcons do. Saints do. Maybe the Bears do, but other than that, can't really name another team. I think Corey Davis can be really good this year. Delaney Walker's always consistent. The defenses are kind of both bad, but I think Titans are going to win probably 7 to 10 points. Next game is San Fran 49ers in Minnesota. Tough matchup for them against the Vikings. Vikings are favored by 5.5.
It's a 6.5.
6.5. I'm going to take the Vikings here.
Yeah, a lot of people are saying that the 49ers are going to get smacked around tomorrow, but I think I like the Niners tomorrow. I think Kyle Shanahan's going to let Jimmy G go loose. That they don't really have a running back, reliable running back.
Morris,
There's going to be a lot of throwing. He's got 2 pretty reliable targets in Marquise Goodwin and Pierre Garçon.
George Kittle too at tight end.
Yeah. So I like the Niners in the upset tomorrow.
And also, just a little for your point, Jimmy Garoppolo played very well against the Jags last year, which is as good of a defense as the Vikings, but that was at home. Now the Vikings are at home. Jimmy G can't win every game for the rest of his career. Do you have the 49ers winning or just covering?
I have them winning.
Okay. Vikings have so many offensive weapons. Kirk Cousins, Adam Thielen, Kyle Rudolph, Stephon Diggs. what's his name in the running back? What's his name?
Dalvin Cook.
I think the Vikings cruise here. I think it's high scoring, but I'd say like 32-24, something along those lines. High scoring game, even with a good defense in the Vikings. I think 49ers, as you said, have a very good offense. I just think the Vikings have a better offense and a better defense. So I have them cruising. And it's in a dome, so there's no weather problems, so that's nice. Next, my favorite matchup of the day. We saw this one last year. It was awesome. Texans versus Patriots. At Foxborough. Patriots minus 6.5.
Yeah, it's the same. 6.
I'm going to take the Patriots here.
Yeah, so go ahead.
Well, Deshaun Watson's first game back, obviously. We saw a lot of him in the preseason, so I think we know what we're getting there. He's going to be good. He's obviously not going to be as good as last year. We know that. He was playing at MVP level last year. His touchdown ratio is going to go down. He's just not going to be as efficient as last year. I mean, I wish he was my favorite player to watch last year, but it's just not going to happen. Patriot defense is also going to be better than it was. Patriot defense got better over time last year, and that was like week 4, week 5, when it was still struggling. It's going to be better now. Texans have one of the worst offensive lines in the league. Patriots, I'm not concerned about not having Edelman or anything. Tom Brady, they have the running back core, they have Brady, Gronk, that's all they're going to need. I have another high-scoring game here, but I have the Patriots winning by 10, probably.
Yeah, as much as I would like to see the Patriots lose week 1, I have to go with the Patriots.
Next game, our largest spread is the Buccaneers versus the Saints in New Orleans.
Yeah, I honestly don't even know what much there is to say about this one. I think the Saints are going to whoop them.
Yeah. Is it still 10 for you, 9.5 or whatever?
Yeah, 9.5.
So it hasn't changed. Buccaneers have nothing to stop anybody. They don't have a quarterback. We don't really know their whole running back situation.
Their defense is okay.
It's not going to be Ronald Jones, so it's going to be Peyton Barber, who's like...
Yeah.
Man. They have 2 tight ends who they don't really know which one they're starting either. They have Mike Evans, but he's going to get shadowed by Marshawn Lattimore, so that's not going to be good.
Yeah, especially when you have Ryan Fitzpatrick throwing it to you.
Alvin Kamara could go for like 400 yards in this game. I mean...
Yeah.
He could go for like he could legitimately go for like 150 yards a week for the first 4 weeks. It's gonna be crazy. Dude's gonna go nuts while Mark Ingram's out. They did sign Gillislee, but he's gonna be the goal line guy. He's not gonna be taking yards, just touchdowns away. Breeze and Thomas might be my favorite QB wide receiver duo in the league. Also might be the best one in the league, Michael Thomas. It's ridiculous. I think he's underrated actually. And no one's stopping him for Tampa Bay. This game is probably going to be 14-0 for the first quarter and end somewhere around 35-3, 35-7.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's quite the blowout.
It's not even that close. Tampa Bay's horrible, especially without Jameis. Next game, I like this one a lot. Jacksonville Jaguars in New York against the Giants. Giants are getting plus 2.5.
3.
Okay.
For me. Obviously, one of the most high-powered offenses versus the most high-powered defense in the league. I have the Giants winning here.
I wouldn't call the Giants the most high-powered offense in the league.
Well, I said one of them. One of the more.
Maybe like top half. Top 10. Top 10. Fine, top 10.
Yeah, so I have the Giants winning this one. I just think the Jags' offense won't be able to get anything done. I think their defense will be great, obviously, but I just don't think their offense will get anything done. And I think Saquon will have a big game tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm so excited to watch Saquon. One of my favorite, my most excited rookie to watch. Week 1 at least. Maybe Darnold, but yeah, I'm gonna take the Jaguars though. More experienced team. Blake Bortles is terrible on the road. They're going to run this ball all day. And I don't know if the Giants can stop him, to be honest. I think Odell is going to get mostly shut down by Jalen Ramsey, I think. coming back off that injury too. I don't know how explosive he is. I think Saquon will have a fine day. But I think overall we're going to have a pretty low-scoring affair here, with Leonard Fournette just being too much to handle for the New York Giants. I think Leonard Fournette is right now a better running back than Saquon Barkley. Not only that, and also Leonard Fournette is rushing against a much softer defensive line. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to take the Jaguars barely covering that 3-point spread. It's actually really close. I was thinking they're going to win by a field goal, but I have to choose, and I'm going to take the Jaguars going to win. Maybe like 14-10. Okay. Next game is Chiefs-Chargers. Got a little divisional matchup. Never mind. AFC West, yeah, right? Divisional matchup.
Yeah.
Chargers at home and are minus 3.5.
Yeah, I like the... this one's tough for me. I like the Chargers a lot, but I also like the Chiefs a lot. I'm going to go with the upset here in the Chiefs. I like Pat Mahomes. I think he looks ready. They have a lot of offensive weapons. Their defense is solid. Yeah, I'm going to go with the Chiefs.
I'm not buying the Chargers like everyone else is.
Yeah, especially...
I'm also going with the Chiefs. I just think Patrick Mahomes, Kareem Hunt, Tyreek Hill, Travis Kelce. It's going to be too much. It's going to be a high-scoring game, I think. But I actually think the Chiefs are going to lose this game, but just by 1 or 2 points. I think the Chargers are the better team, but I don't think it's by much. And I think they're just the better team right now. Because I think Mahomes is going to get better as the season goes on. I think the Chiefs are going to be a playoff team. I don't know if the Chargers will be. But right now, week 1, first time starting a real game away against a good defense. I think he holds his own, especially with his tools. It's just not. They're going to win. They're going to lose by 1 or 2.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm taking the Chiefs to cover the spread. Next, we got Cowboys versus Panthers in Carolina. Minus 2.5. Panthers minus 2.5.
I'm going to go with the Cowboys here. It all depends on which version of Cam Newton we get. But their offense isn't great. Their defense is solid, but their offense isn't great. I just think I prefer the Cowboys on both sides of the ball tomorrow.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Panthers' defense is still good. They're not going to be throwing the ball. Cowboys aren't going to be throwing the ball tomorrow. I don't know to who they would throw to. Everyone knows that, so the Panthers are going to be focusing on Zeke. It's hard to stop Zeke, but they'll contain him enough to win this game by 5 or 6 points, probably. I'm not concerned about which version of Cam we're getting, as you said. It's still Cam Newton. He can still get it done with his legs, even if he can't get it done with his arm. He still has Christian McCaffrey. I love Christian McCaffrey. I feel like he's a perfect combo running back with Cam, because he can catch short passes, but he can also catch short passes and be an outlet for Cam, but he can also rush it effectively. He can kind of do it all. The wide receivers aren't really there, but he has Greg Olsen. I think the Panthers win this game by probably 4 or 5 points. Barely cover that spread. Next game, we got Seahawks in Denver against the Broncos, who are minus 2.5.
Yeah, I think both of these teams are going to be teams that can go both ways, or they'll be good or they'll be bad. In Denver, though, I'm going to take Denver. I don't think Case Keenum's the answer. I honestly don't really like either team, but I'm just going to go Broncos because they're home.
Yeah.
And the Seahawks have to travel to the altitude.
I know you love the boy Royce Freeman. I think he's going. Crazy tomorrow. The Seahawks Legion of Boom does not exist anymore. I think Royce Freeman is going crazy tomorrow. I agree. Case Keenum's not the answer, but Royce Freeman is. I got Denver winning this game. The Seahawks, the offense just isn't there anymore.
Yeah.
We don't know how healthy Doug Baldwin is. We don't even know how healthy Paul Richardson is. Their second wide, not Paul Richardson, Tyler Lockett is. Everyone's injury riddled on their offense. Rashad Penny's hurt. Chris Carson, he hasn't really played since week 3 of last year, so we don't know. He looked good in the preseason, but we don't know. I love Royce Freeman. I do like Emmanuel Sanders too. I think Case Keenum can hold his own. He's not going to be Minnesota Case Keenum, but he's going to be good enough where with Demaryius Thomas, Courtland Sutton, and Emmanuel Sanders, he'll find ways to get it done. I got the Broncos. Next, we have our pretty much a pick'em here between Redskins and the Cardinals, with the Cardinals at home. minus 0.5 Cardinals, so it's just a pick'em pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
I got the Skins.
Yeah, I'll take the Cardinals.
I'm just not trusting Sam Bradford here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just like the Cardinals at home. David Johnson's
Yeah, I
back.
think Dave Johnson's gonna have a huge game.
Larry Fitz will always be there, so.
I'm looking for Adrian Peterson to have a big game against his team from last year. Also looking for Alex Smith. I think Alex Smith's gonna have a good year personally. I mean, not as good as last year. Last year he was really good, but I think he's still underrated, honestly, at quarterback position.
Yeah.
The weapons, Jordan Reed, we don't know how healthy he is, but he's a very good tight end when he is healthy. Josh Doxson, we don't really know. Jameson Crowder, we do know is an established wide receiver. I just think the Redskins are the more proven team here. Dave Johnson and Larry Fitzgerald are there, obviously, but it's when it comes down to the quarterbacks, I don't do Sam Bradford, man. I just don't. Okay, that's it for the Sunday matinee games. Now we're into our Sunday night game, which is NFC North battle between the Chicago Bears, Green Bay Packers, at Lambeau. I got Packers.
The frozen
You got
tundra.
Packers minus 8.5. Is that what it says for you too, or 7? Okay. Who are you taking?
A lot of people have the Packers here, but I'm actually going to take the Bears. I like their defense. Their defense is strong. The Packers only really have one big receiving target in Devontae Adams. They do have Jimmy Graham. Yeah, they do have Jimmy Graham, but I don't know. I think you can put linebackers out on him, and I think they'll be fine. He's more of a red zone threat anyway.
That's all he is, yeah.
And I just don't think the Packers' offense is more powerful enough to counter the Bears' defense. And I think the Bears' offense, which is new with a bunch of new pieces, will play well tomorrow.
Yeah, it's hard to doubt Aaron Rodgers' offense. I think the Packers definitely win this game, but I'm also going to take the Bears to cover that spread. I'm excited to see their offense this year. Mitch Trubisky, is he the real deal? People think yes. I don't know yet, but I think he's definitely got enough weapons to at least make it work.
Yeah, I've heard some concerning things that say he does not look very good leading up to this game.
If he's bad, this is bad for the Bears because he has the weapons this year.
Very.
He had excuses last year, but this year no excuses.
Mm-hmm. And especially for them, just because if they with the signing of Khalil Mack, they don't really have the money to sign another quarterback for real money.
No, this is their quarterback for the near future.
Yeah.
If not, they can always just run the ball, which I think they'll definitely establish their run game early with Jordan Howard, who's going to be their between the tackles runner. And then they'll look to open up the passing game. Maybe later they have Allen Robinson, obviously Trey Burton, Trey Cohen catching passes. Maybe we can see something from Kevin White this year. I think Packers definitely win this game. But it should be a good one. I'm excited for this game. I'm excited to see the Bears' new offense. And Khalil Mack. Next we got our one rookie quarterback that's starting this week. Jets versus Lions. Lions at home. Our first Monday Night Football game. Lions minus 6.5.
Yeah, this is probably the worst game.
I'm excited to see Darnold.
Yeah, but other than that,
I'd vote like Redskins Cardinals. That's kind of.
Are there 2 Monday night games? There are. That's interesting.
There always are week 1. Yeah.
I'll go Lions here simply because the Jets aren't very good at all, and it's in Detroit.
I feel bad for Sam Darnold, man.
Yeah.
Who does he even have on his team?
I saw something that obviously this is a much different situation, but Joe Thomas said out of all the quarterbacks he protected, He said he thought if Colt McCoy was in the right situation, he could have been really good. Which I found interesting out of all the quarterbacks that he chose Colt McCoy for whatever reason. But hopefully it's not the same type of thing where it's like Darnold just bogged down by the situation he's in, so he can't
I think
really...
it's going to be a Mitch Trubisky type year.
Yeah.
Both the second overall pick, Sam was third.
Yeah.
But and then hopefully the Jets reload for him next year.
I think he's going to have to learn how to create a lot of something out of nothing
as
this year.
Mitch last year. I love the Lions' offense. I think the NFC North is absolutely stacked since the Bears traded for Talkin'Smack. It's going to be a bloodbath in that division. The Lions might end up fourth, but they're definitely going to win this game by a lot. Probably 10 points. I don't see the Jets really scoring. Maybe like 13-3 here.
Yeah.
Our final game, it's like 10 o'clock Eastern Monday night in Oakland. John Gruden's Raiders against the Rams. Plus 2.5, which is ludicrous line. The Rams are going to...
It says 4.5 on mine.
Plus 4.5? Okay, so it's recovered a little, but still, it's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know how you don't pick the Rams here. The Rams are going to be good.
The Rams are going to be so good.
And the Raiders are going to be bad. I think
the Rams is my best record team. I'm working my best team records right now. I think the Rams are going to top it. They just have everything. They have 3 really good wide receivers. They have a young quarterback on a rookie contract, which is the key to success right now in the NFL, who's proven himself.
Defense is ridiculous. The defense is ridiculous.
They have possibly the best running back in the league. They have Aaron Donald. They have a great secondary. I don't see any holes in this team. I don't see why they can't win a Super Bowl. Just their youth might hold them back here. It's hard to win a Super Bowl with that young quarterback.
Also, they got a bunch of like misfit type players and threw them together, which could cause problems
the wide
down the road.
Core is talented, but just doesn't really fit.
Mm-hmm. And just like Marcus Peters and Dominican Sue, all of those guys have been known to cause issues in the locker room.
Yeah, but when you're winning,
so that'll be
usually that's only a problem when you're
not
winning, though. Generally,
yeah.
Like Patriots have done the same thing with players. Obviously, the Patriots are a different animal, but players in winning environments tend not to complain because they know that they'll just be traded away and then they won't be in a winning environment anymore. And you obviously want to win, so I'm interested to see how the Rams play, but they're definitely going to win this game by a lot. Raiders have no defense whatsoever. I want to see Brandon Cooks maybe get a deep ball or 2 tomorrow or Monday. Should be good though. That's our last game. Who's your eliminator? We're doing an eliminator challenge as well. Who are you picking for that? You know that works, right?
What?
You pick one team, and you can only pick that team once for the year that you think's going to win. No spread. Straight up. I'm taking the Saints personally. I'm just going safe week 1.
I'll take a different team. I'll take the Rams.
Rams and Saints are the 2 safe picks this week, I would say. Maybe like the Ravens too. Anyway, if you want to join our group on ESPN Pickem, it's Talkin'Smack Sports. It's also the Eliminator group. If you want to play against us, try to beat us, you can try and go ahead and do that. Other than that, follow the Twitter, follow the IG. That's about it.
Yep. All right. Thanks. See you guys.